All right, what's up, everybody? Matt Modi here with OddsJam, here to preview the second semifinal game for the World Cup between France versus Morocco. Depending on when you're watching this game is being played on Wednesday, December 14th at 2 p.m. France being here after a pretty successful run up until this point, beating England 2-1, despite a little bit of scary plays in that game where they could have possibly blown it and not won, but they did. France obviously won the World Cup back in 2018 as well. Figure to be heavy favorites in this one. Morocco here after a pretty improbable run that includes beating Portugal in their last game to get here, beating them 1-0 and suffering a red card in the 90th minute plus some stoppage time. So obviously France, the powerhouse here, the heavy favorite, but Morocco is here after beating Portugal, so we never know. These things can happen. Things are crazy. And looking at the odds here, so the page I have up on the screen is completely free to access if you do want to line shop for yourself. Make sure you're always getting the most up-to-date lines, the best odds, stuff like that. Just go to oddsjam.com, sports, FIFA World Cup, and then choose the game, and then it pulls up all the odds for all the different markets you want as well. Looking at the money line play, so for soccer, things are obviously a little bit different because there is the option of a draw. So if you bet on France money line and they don't win at the end of regulation, then your bet would not hit. Even if they win in overtime or PKs, they have to win in regular time. Obviously, in that case, the draw would be the bet that would win here. And looking at the odds here, it's no surprise that France is the heavy favorite just to win straight up, not even to win or to advance to the finals, but just to win in regular time. The best odds you can get on them, as you can see, are at DraftKings at -185. But looking at the average odds that OddsJam calculates for you, not a ton of value really on any of these plays. If you look at it, like the average odds for the France money line is only 5 cents higher at -190. Looking at the Morocco side of it, if you're really feeling frisky and you like the Morocco side of it, you can get them at +700 at Bet Rivers is the most common book. Be 7-1 odds would be pretty good. Bet $10 to win 70 would be pretty good. Looking at the sharp books, so when you're line shopping, there's a couple books that you want to look at to almost as like the sports books to set the line, right? To say, okay, these sports books think this it should be priced this way. We're going to try and find odds outliers to them. And the two books are Bet Online and Pinnacle, and they're pretty evenly pricing this, or an agreement, I should say, not evenly, in agreement, pricing this at +663, +665. And then we have, that's for Morocco. And then for France, we have Bet Online at -185 and Pinnacle at -188. So not really any value on that DraftKings line at -185. Obviously, if you did want to bet on France, you would want to make sure to do it at DraftKings at -185. Like there'd be no sense in betting this at Caesars for 15 worst cents, right? You're betting $185 to profit 100 on DraftKings. For the same exact bet at Caesars, you're betting 200 to profit 100. Same exact bet, either win in regular time or they don't. So you at least want to make sure that you're getting the best odds. In terms of the total, a little bit of a higher scoring total in this one than the Argentina versus Croatia game. And if you want a betting preview for that, make sure to just check out the OddsJam YouTube channel. There is a betting preview for that game as well. The over-under being priced at about 2.25, which is the Asian total, which is something interesting that soccer does. Basically, if you bet $50 on over 2.25, the way it works is you're betting $25 on over 2 and $25 on over 2.5. So if exactly 2 goals are scored, you at least push half of your bet. But if 3 goals are scored, then obviously you win both. Or if only 1 or 0 goals are scored, you lose both. So that's what the 2.25 means. But looking at it here, unfortunately, no value on this over. And then looking at the handicap, really no value here as well. The easiest way to find value and to find plays is just to go to the OddsJam positive expected value page. This pulls profitable betting opportunities. And as you can see, there are actually 2 specifically for this game. And they both involved the first half and they both involve unders, which first halves have been lower scoring mostly in the World Cup. So this makes sense. The first play here is just the first half total going under 0.5. So no goals scored in the first half. plus 164 at FanDuel, and look at where the rest of the sports books price it. So we see average odds at plus 145, 19 cents higher. And then we see Pinnacle price it at plus 145. And then we see it range from plus 150 to plus 135, looks to be the lowest. So no matter where you slice it, this plus 164 is a pretty good price on FanDuel. So I do recommend taking this one for a little bit of a lower unit size. FanDuel, first half under 0.5 at plus 164. And then if you want to look at France specifically, there's a pretty good price on them to not score in the first half. So in the off chance that it's Morocco that scores in the first half and not France, you would at least win this bet if you took it as well. Plus 104 at FanDuel. And again, look at the rest of the markets here. Minus 115, minus 115, minus 105, minus 110. Every book has it for minus money. Some books even favor it, like Pinnacle and DraftKings, favor it going under. And we're getting it at FanDuel at plus 104. So pretty good price here. That's going to be it for this video. In terms of my official predictions, I'm going chalk here, but I'm going France to win. They seem to be, I mean, they won it last year. They seem to be just as good this year as they, or not last year, last World Cup. They seem to be just as good this year. They got a great roster. They're playing great. Argentina, they had a 2-goal lead that they blew in like the last 10, 15 minutes of that game in the other semifinal. So I think France, of the 4 teams remaining, probably looks the best. So I like France to win this one. But that's going to be it for this video. So if you're taking any of these bets, comment and let me know. And then make sure to go to oddsjam.com, check out the odds for them for yourself, because obviously the odds are constantly changing. So you want to make sure that you're always getting the most up-to-date and the best lines. And that's it. So appreciate you guys watching and have a good one.